Let's go, let's go. It's time for the show. Let Loose Podcast. We ready to blow. Hey, you down back with the infamous, diabolical, relentless, undeniable, undisputed, retaining, greatest tag team podcast champions of the world. Jordan the Juggernaut James, Sam Money Man Bam, my dog West the Architect V, and we are the Let Loose Podcast.
Yo, yo, yo,
Woo!
yo, yo.
Let's
What
go
up? What
one
up? What up?
time. One time for your mind, man. Everybody on all the channels, man. The TikTok, man. Everything. YouTube, man. What's up, man? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Hey, we doing the big one more time. Episode 103. We going hard. We going live. We doing the big like always. But first and foremost, let me introduce my dog, co-host, co-founder. Woo, Jordan the Juggernaut James. What's up, my brother? How you living?
Yo, what's happening? Welcome, everyone, to episode 103. Like my dog just introduced us in beautifully. Well done, Sam, as usual. Everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. Make sure we are subscribed to the podcast tonight. You dig? This is how we're going to do it today. I hope everyone had a great weekend and is having a great week so far. My weekend was kind of surreal and witnessing that massacre known as Super Bowl 59. Oh my God. Bro, I think New Orleans Police Department is still picking up bodies off that
Oh
field.
yeah,
Honestly,
got to, got to.
it was bad. It was bad, but welcome in everybody. Oh, look at right off the bat, we got two Philly fans right in the comments.
Oh, we
We
already
want our
know.
Yeah,
respect. Let's go.
yeah,
Let's go. Let's
We
yeah,
go.
go,
already know.
Let's
yeah.
go. We're gonna get to it, bro. We got a
We
Jalen Hurts
already know.
topic coming up. We're gonna talk about all that and more tonight, fellas. I appreciate y'all chiming in, Eagles fans. Y'all are definitely really proud right now. But before we get started with what's on tap, you guys, I just wanted to shout out that it's Black History Month,
That's
and
it.
I just want to shout out to all the historical figures, leaders, pioneers, athletes, celebrities, doctors, lawyers, pastors, reverends, and everyone else who have set the stage for
Inventors.
Black excellence.
Definitely.
Whether it was words, wisdom, action, morals, teachings that has had a lifelong impact in millions upon millions of people dating back hundreds of years, we thank you, we honor you, we celebrate you.
That's it.
Today's quote reads, "Success is to be measured not so much by the person. I'm sorry. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome while trying to succeed." It's from
That's it.
Booker T. Washington.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good quote.
I just found it relevant because Jalen Hurts was the fourth black quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. So shout out to Jalen Hurts as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Hit us with what's on tap, Wes.
All right, what's on tap? Can everybody hear me, see me? Am I looking good, sounding good?
Yes, sir.
On
Sounded
on
good.
on
Tell you
tap.
that much.
Oh, well, that's your opinion, all right, my guy. What we got on tap tonight is the Chiefs dynasty. Is it finished or not? I know a lot of you
Well,
Eagles fans think it is, but we'll discuss that. Then we're going to talk about, is Jalen Hurts, has he arrived? Is he now in the top five, top three, top two, or the top dog in the league? Then we're going to talk about what everybody was talking about, everybody was watching. Kendrick and his halftime performance. We're going to talk about that. We're going to rate it. And then we're going to talk about the NBA wire, additional trades that has happened. Well, I don't want to say trades, but signings that has happened after the deadline and stuff like that. Things that teams that are looking for, free agents and stuff like that after the deadline. So that's what's on tap for the night. We're gonna not breeze through this, but we're gonna make this a good episode, guys.
smooth sailing, you guys. Smooth sailing. We're gonna get into all that. Appreciate everybody. What's good, Eagles fans? What's good, TikTok? What's good, everybody? Episode 103.
Mm-hmm.
Get somebody to subscribe. Eagles fans in here. How about that? You want us to give you some
Okay.
respect on the show? Get some people to
Right.
subscribe to this goddamn podcast. How about that? Bring up our first segment, man. Let's get to it. Everybody's ready to talk about it.
All right.
The Chief Dynasty. Are they finished?
Are they done? Are they over? Is it done?
Well, following a flat out ass thrashing at the hands of the Eagles and the worst loss ever in the Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce era, Kelce's future is also undecided at this point. Is this the end for the Kansas City Chiefs dynasty as we know it? Go ahead, Sam.
I don't think so. The same way Philly lost in that last Super Bowl, they got to readjust. So I don't know what it was that the offensive line, whatever, just couldn't hold anything, but they didn't have the rest on their side. And that was the biggest thing why I went for Kansas City anyway, or whatever, because they always had the refs. But, they had a lot of stuff going, evaluating those refs. I think one got suspended, like it was a lot of things that was going on. So Philly, man, Philly already had a team. I felt like Philly was gonna go to the Super Bowl anyway. I didn't know if they was gonna win it, whatever. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be a close game. I thought it might even went to overtime, but Philly definitely blew the doors off those boys. You feel me? Front four, whatever, man, killed the game, man. Carter didn't even have a sack. It was everybody else in that front four, So I just feel like they just need to make some light adjustments. The offensive line definitely, they gotta fill those voids, man, because that's not gonna work. They did a lot of good stuff in the regular season, but like you said, a lot of close games. A lot of those games could have been the other way around. So, with those things being said, man, I feel like, man, as long as Andy Reid there, bro, he gonna make them play to the top tier. I don't see a lot of teams in the AFC. Like you said, you got Buffalo, you got the Ravens, you got Houston when they get healthy or whatever, man. It's gonna be a lot of competition or whatever. Would it be there every year and take over every year? I don't think so. But I feel like in the next year, next 2 years or whatever, they'll definitely get there one time. In the next 2 years, maybe not next year, but the year after that, I think they'll definitely get back in there, bro. Real, I think they're still strong. Pat's still strong. Like I say, man, they hit them where it hurt, bro. So
I'm kind of on the same level with you. I think I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling, and then you tell me if we're kind of feeling the same way about it. Because as long as you have Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in football, despite all of that, he's still the best quarterback in football. That's obvious. But any year you have him, or anytime you have him, you have a good chance to go to make a Super Bowl run. It doesn't matter because he's that great of a player.
Yeah.
Worst game he's ever had in his career was that Super Bowl. But, I mean, I'll get to that here in a little bit, but I think that their official dynasty, I think it is over, but I think that comes with an asterisk here because they just made their third straight Super Bowl appearance, which they won 2 of them, and they've been in 5 Super Bowls since 2019. That's pretty much every year.
5 out of 7 years.
I mean, I think that's finished is what I'm saying. Losing Super Bowl 59, I just think that was a sign that the Chiefs can be beat like anyone else moving forward. They ended up losing by 18 that game, but y'all know that did not reflect the score of that game, bro. They had 16 points scored in garbage time in the fourth quarter. They were completely dominated.
Yeah.
Mahomes finished with 257 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. That stat line definitely doesn't show what we witnessed in Super Bowl 59. That was the worst game I have ever seen Patrick Mahomes play in his professional career, bro. 100%. I've not seen him had a game that bad since he was at fucking Texas Tech.
Right. Off balance and
it was bad.
I noticed a lot that he would run up the middle instead of like trying to back up and then cut out to the side. He would try to run through the middle. I mean, I get it, but I just felt like when he was doing that, he was running into trouble, then he would cause for a sack or barely any gain.
Number one, he wasn't on the same page with his offensive lineman.
Oh, absolutely not. Hell no.
Yeah, but definitely his offensive lineman. And number two, Mahomes at times, like he was just trying to do too much. It's almost like he wasn't trusting his guys. He was rattled early or something. It was literally crazy witnessing Mahomes play like that. Like somebody who hasn't been there before is what he looked like. I've never seen Patrick Mahomes. And in the interceptions he threw, like, bro, what was you looking at? I couldn't believe Patrick Mahomes was throwing those passes, but I mean, credit to Philly, bro. They shut that shit down, bro. That defense they had a couple years ago with the 70+ sacks couldn't touch him, couldn't sack him one time. This defense was all over him, bro. And it's kind of like how we talked before the game, bro. Like I feel like there's different ways they can bottle him up. They don't have to just go for his head. They ended up getting to him a couple times, but overall they weren't having none of it, bro. They completely dominated that game from start to finish. It was over.
And
overall, I just think that with the
now go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying there was a lot of drop passes.
No, I was just saying just
a lot of drop passes and stuff too. So it was the offensive line, drop passes, Mahomes for real. Just the footwork wasn't working. It was a lot of stuff that was going on for the Chiefs. And like I say, the refs wasn't on their side or whatever. They got a whole different set of refs. Man, for real, they got the replacement refs.
Yeah, it looked like the refs were on the Philly side. Not saying that Philly was getting any more calls, but like,
nah, Philly was dogging.
Yeah.
Philly was dogging.
Yeah, I just think it was called fair, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
honestly think that was a pretty overall
and
fair.
that was.
You can nitpick anything here and there in any game, but overall,
Right.
there was no drastic calls. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, seriously, like,
Right, for
come
real.
on, it was nothing that terrible.
But that first offensive pass interference call,
there wasn't enough there for that call. I wouldn't have called
it
that.
I don't
wasn't,
know.
but it was still like, oh man, here we go. Here we
Right.
go. You feel me?
Right.
I
Here
thought
we
the
go.
same thing.
Yep. Yeah, I could see why they called it, but I didn't feel like there was enough there to signify that call at that
It
specific
was a
time.
hand. It was a hand to the face mask.
Yeah.
It was a light hand to the face mask. That's
But it was
probably
so
what made him
quick,
call
bro,
it.
and like non-effective. You know, it didn't
Mhm.
really affect the route. I didn't feel like, but
Right.
I mean, you can call it. But like I said, yeah,
Right.
of course.
But I think they got that back.
You can call it anything though that's going on.
shit.
They call a holding. You can call freaking offsides and all types of stuff.
I think they got that back with when Philly threw it down the field and they got the helmet to head, the helmet to helmet type of
Yeah,
thing.
that was kind of.
I think that was a wash. That's why they did that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's kind of a makeup call type of thing,
Yeah.
which, I kind of like how they do that. They give you makeup
Right.
calls. They know they fucked up. I take them as you can get them. But as the Chiefs, as a dynasty as a whole, I think that their overall dominance of a dynasty, being in the Super Bowl every year, every 2 years, I think that is over. They're a legitimate threat every year just because of Mahomes. But overall, if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, the war may not be over, but the battle was terribly lost. Now it's time to strategize and plan your next attack heading into the next season.
So with that being said, if they go to 3 out of the next 5 Super Bowls and win 2 more, would you still consider that a dynasty?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
So
I just don't think they're going to do that. I just think the AFC is like, so, because remember, the Bills was right there to me, bro. The Bengals had the horrible defense, they'll get better. And they were this.
You hope they'll get better.
Still squeezing in. More often than not, probably the Bengals will squeeze in there. And if the Chiefs get matched up with the Bengals, we've seen that problematic before. 1 year the Ravens have got to win a big game.
You think so?
I think in the next 5 years, I feel like the Ravens will get there one time, the Bills will get there one time, and Kansas City will probably go to the next 3 out of the 5 going into 2030.
Really?
Definitely.
I think
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Depending on how long Andy Reid coaches, I think they might kind of do what the Pats did. The Pats went 10 years without making a Super Bowl, and you can argue that they had 2 different dynasties. One, when Brady first started, 10 years without making it, and then after that, when they made it again, went on another tear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, he has multiple Hall of Fame careers.
Exactly.
Right. He does. He does.
So does Mahomes, bro. Honestly,
he
Mahomes does too.
But
he had a Hall of Fame career fucking 2 Super Bowls ago.
True,
honestly.
Yeah. I just think it all depends on how much longer Andy Reid will coach. Because I think once he beats Belichick's playoff wins record and then the all-time wins record, I mean, and say if he got another Super Bowl around that time, I think he'd hang it up.
He might. He doesn't really have.
He's like 70. He's like 70 now, right? Like 70.
I think he's in his 60s, if I'm not mistaken.
60s, yeah.
Man,
high 60s. He's no fucking Pete Carroll.
That man been coaching forever, bro. He ain't got nothing to prove. But Wes, yes or no? You think the dynasty's over?
Well, if Travis Kelce, I've seen conflicting reports that he said that he's got a lot left in the tank, but he wants to mull it over if he has the motivation and shit like that. Even though he didn't really do a fucking thing this entire season, and especially in the Super Bowl, I saw a play earlier today where Patrick Mahomes was scrambling his ass off, and Travis Kelce was just standing there.
There. I seen that.
So, to me, I'm not saying his heart wasn't in it, or his heart isn't in it, or is not going to be in it, but I don't think he's definitely not going to be how he was, 4 years ago. So that's going to be an issue. Like I said, I don't know how much longer Andy Reid's going to coach. Chris Jones, who knows what he's going to do. The receivers are somewhat questionable.
Yeah. All that stuff can be plug and play though.
It can be, but I just think if Andy Reid's not there, depending on who will obviously replace him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say the dynasty is not over because if the Patriots can go through, you know, what they went through, then it's possible. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it's not over yet.
All right, fair enough. I just thought that was funny with Kelsey and how they lie and they change their mind to the media. What into the Super Bowl press conferences building up, like, man, I ain't even thinking about retiring. I got plenty more of this and that. And then after the game,
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm seriously contemplating my future. I got to take some
Well, you
time.
gotta think like I was watching.
that fuck,
That adrenaline still be rushing.
Well,
You know?
man. And then you got humbled by getting your ass beat. They ain't never had his ass beat like that, bro. That was bad.
that too.
That was so bad.
Well, I was watching him and his brother have that podcast, and I was watching it earlier today, and like he wasn't happy the entire fucking time, which is obvious, and he's probably still feeling the woes of getting his fucking ass destroyed in the Super Bowl. But if he does come back, I'd give it one more year just to see if he can get one. He might see if he still actually does have it, and if depending on how next year goes, then I think he'd call it.
He ain't got nothing to lose really right now. You know, like they did everything. They showed everybody and showed the world 3 times that they was the greatest. So what is there to, like it's not a money thing. It can't be that.
He really has nothing to prove.
It's pretty much like the Warriors right now. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all try to keep all that stuff together and do this or whatever. They had the one late, when they had to beat Boston. They had the one
that was a good. I was happy for Steph on that one.
Right. Yeah. So and that's pretty much the last hurrah. It's not a lot of dynasties.
Got that MVP. That was good.
Yeah.
Last three people in the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like that we've known about or whatever. Then
that is the last three-peat in sports.
Like Detroit. I think like Detroit Red Wings. Ain't that the Red Wings or whatever?
I don't know. Well,
I think we won 2.
Okay.
I think it was 2 in the night, and then we lost 1, and then a couple years later we won because in the 90s it was Detroit and it was the Avalanche. They won 1 back then.
Okay.
Like, New Jersey was good back then. Like you had quite a few guys that was good back then. But yeah, you don't see 3-peats like that.
Nah, that's too hard to do.
Like the Warriors and the Chiefs players, like all they're trying to do is build up that legacy. Is all I can think of. You want to be remembered.
Well, Kelsey has literally nothing. Kelsey has nothing to prove. He literally has all the fucking records.
Accolades. Right.
He has everything that you could possibly think of: championships, records, fucking money. He could walk away and be a fucking legend in the game.
That's it.
Yeah, but he's not at that point where nobody's gonna put him over Gronk or Shannon Sharp though. On an all-time
record wise, he's already passed them.
What in Super Bowls?
Not Super Bowl stats and everything.
Shannon Sharp, but Gronk, he's got more touchdowns than Gronk.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I'll look it up right now.
You got to think about Gonzalez. You got to think about Gonzalez.
You got it, Gonzalez. Maybe that's what he's trying. You see, that's my point though. That thought I just had, or like, okay, nobody's gonna put him on an all-time. Like maybe that's the shit he's chasing right there.
He's definitely on an all-time.
Stat stuffing.
He's on the Mount Rushmore of tight ends for sure.
I think he's up there. I don't know if I could put him in top 4. Personally, but that's me. There's just too many great ones, man. I ain't putting nobody. Shannon Sharp, Ron Gronkowski, obviously Anthony Gonzalez, bro. Jason Witten wasn't that? Not that I would put him over Jay Witten, but I'm just saying. Shit,
Antonio Gates.
Man, come on now.
Man, there's been a lot of them.
So many. Well, yeah, let's keep it moving, man. Keep it moving right along. Philly fans, stand up and be happy. Celebrate. This is your time.
I'll give you a slow clap.
You get slow clap.
Oh, that's what I give them.
That's it.
Y'all
did your thing, though.
Yeah, they did. They did.
What's up? Let me talk to you. All right, so let's talk some Jalen Hurts now. So Jalen Hurts now just won Super Bowl 59 and was named Super Bowl 59 MVP. Second Super Bowl appearance. Now, so how are we feeling? Does this status and what he did in his immaculate Super Bowl performance, does this make Jalen Hurts now an elite quarterback in today's NFL?
He is elite. I think so. But it's because of his team. It's not because he just doing just great things. You picked up one of the best running backs it was in the game or whatever, and that takes a lot of pressure off of you. That's the thing for me. That's why I say I wasn't sure about Jalen Hurts, and then 2 weeks later, whatever, they pick up Saquon Barkley. Now we like, oh, okay, well, this is a 14-win team. I think I said 13, 14 wins, right? And that's exactly what they had, 14 wins. You feel me? It changed the dynamic of everything or whatever. How you got to play ball. You don't have to go out there and throw 3 touchdowns and 4 touchdowns or whatever. You can run one, you can throw one, and then you let Saquon do the rest. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, I don't take nothing away from him because he's super strong, bro. He's accurate at sometimes, but like I don't know if he can make all the throws. I don't know if he can make all the throws, but I feel like he can do what it takes or whatever. Clearly to win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's the team more than it is him by himself. You got one of the top receivers in AJ Brown. You got Smith. You got all these guys, bro. Like you got everything that you need to win the Super Bowl, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, defense killer. Hey, you got what you need.
They literally had the best team all around.
You got to be elite.
I'll give you that best team, but I feel like Jalen Hurts was standing and handling his business before he got that quite elite team around him. Look, is he elite now? Excuse me. Is Jalen Hurts elite now? Without question, he's an elite quarterback in the NFL, in my opinion. He's been the starting quarterback for Philly for the last 4 seasons. 4 full seasons he's been their starter. He's led them to the playoffs each and every year.
Right.
2 of which he was a Pro Bowler. He's won 2 NFC championships, 2 Super Bowl appearances. Obviously, he just won Super Bowl 59 in the MVP, the obvious MVP in that game.
Yep.
But his Super Bowl performances are on a level of their own.
Right.
Look at what he's done in the 2 Super Bowls when it matters. The first one he threw for 300. He was immaculate in this last one. So he's got a 6-3 career postseason record in four of those seasons as starters, and he's fresh off his best playoff run in his career, where he just posted 726 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That's a 71 completion percentage, bro. Also adding 194 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. I mean, his career numbers in itself speak for themselves. His passing, rushing yards, touchdowns, win-loss record. I mean, he's that guy. But I mean, just like based on his body of work and how he plays when it matters, especially at Super Bowl, he's in 2 performances at Super Bowl. He's been damn near perfect. 1 turnover. I mean 2 turnovers now in total, but this man is just on another level in Super Bowl performances so far. But do you guys know how many active quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl off the top of your head?
Active. 2?
Nope.
I'm gonna say like.
Oh no! Because you got Flacco. Flacco's, I guess, still technically
6.
6.
The answer is 6.
Okay.
And only 2 of them are in the NFC. And that would be Matthew Stafford and now Jalen Hurts.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about Matthew Stafford.
You got Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. They're both over 40. You got Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Mahomes, and now Hurts. That's 6 quarterbacks, 6 active quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls. And I'll tell you what, if Jalen Hurts is not elite, then I'm going to need an explanation of the definition of that word, apparently, because do I want a guy that's going to put up 4,000 or 5,000 yards with 30, 40 touchdowns and have himself in the MVP convo year in, year out? Or do I want a guy like Hurts who affects the game in multiple ways, making the best plays at the best crucial times, man, especially in the Super Bowl? I'm taking Mr. Elite Jalen Hurts on that, bro. Definitely. He's definitely elite.
Can we say he's better than Rodgers since he's already been to 2 Super Bowls?
Right now, absolutely.
Well, obviously, right now, Aaron Rodgers is 100 years old.
Not as a whole, not in his prime and his peak. Let's not be ridiculous on the show, live in front of all these people.
I was just asking a simple question I knew the answer to.
Okay. Asked and answered. But yeah, we're all in agreement, right? Jalen Hurts is elite.
100%.
One of 6 quarterbacks active that have won a Super Bowl. And four if you really do the guys under 40 who are actually he's still, killing it like that. But hey, man, it's damn near impossible to win a Super Bowl. It's if you're lucky, you get to one, let alone get the chance to win one. That's what you strive for your whole life when you get into the league and you play and you bought. That's all any player ever wants, man. And even as fans, I say that shit all the time, bro. We are blessed as fans if you see one of your teams win a championship in your lifetime. We're blessed. Those Dynasty Chiefs and the Patriots and the Celtics and in their day, the Lakers in their game.
Miami.
That shit doesn't come around to most teams, like they just don't. So you get spoiled with it. So Miami ain't one of those teams, man. Chill out. 3 championships. Calm down.
Hey, man. 3 championships How many fucking you guys got? 2? Oh, no, you guys
Three.
got more. You guys got more.
The Pistons have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
amount of rings as the Heat, and they've won every single ring without the best player on the planet. You don't want to go there with me.
No, you guys won what in the early 2000s, right? 2 of them.
89,
Yeah, with Shaq.
89, 90, and 2004.
Although you guys went back to back in the day too with Jordan,
89
Yeah.
and 90,
and
and then
then
2004.
I thought you went back to back in 2004, 2005.
Nah, we went to the finals in
Uh,
05, but we lost to the Spurs because of Obi-Wan Ginobili.
Oh yeah, that's my guy right there.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
my favorite
I hate
Argentinian.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
oh my God.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, I hate. Don't get me started on Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I
on
love
this
that
show.
guy, man.
Let's move to the next topic. What we got? K-Dot?
K Dot. Which are all
Oh,
well, I had seen so many things. Everybody hated it. Everybody liked it. You know, he did what Drake didn't want him to do, and Serena was out there for whatever fucking reason for 5 seconds, and I was so shit, man. Like that.
so overall, let's give it a grade. I don't know if you guys want to do A, B, C, D, F, whatever grade, 1 through 10, however you want to grade
Let's
it.
do
So
1 through 10.
1 through 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
If we're doing 1 through 10, I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
I was gonna say I'd give it a 7.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it about a 7.5. I felt like the choreography was on point. Adding Samuel L. Jackson's gonna help any show.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, let's be real. That was cool. And then it almost gave me music video vibes with how it was put together when I was watching it. It was really neat. I feel like the track list was great. I seen some people hated on it, but I liked it, bro. I felt like had a good mix of his older and his newer joints. But the camera crew was on point, man, with their angles, their movements, and how everything was laid out. I thought it looked pretty dope, man. It really did. From that standpoint. I felt like Serena Williams was a bit unnecessary. I kind of thought it was random, but
I didn't even see it.
She seemed to have fun, so God bless her. But,
She said that was the best 10 seconds of her life.
Hey, I'm sure that's not the first time she said
Yeah.
that either. But that's kind of a sad ordeal if you think about it. I mean, you get scorned by Drake so bad and still bitter towards him. But yo, what's wild to me about that whole ordeal, and when I first seen that, I'm like, man, if you think about her father, King Richard, man, where he got his ass beat on the weekly. Y'all watch that movie?
Yeah.
Got his ass beat on the weekly. Like he took shit every day of his life and did everything in his power to keep his kids out the street and shit like that.
Yeah.
And not to mention Serena Williams' sister was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting back
Yep.
in 03 in Compton by a Crip,
Yep.
known Crip.
Yep.
And she's out there Crip walking on
Crip
stage in
walking.
front of
Yeah, I
120
didn't even think
million
that.
people. That was wild,
That's
bro.
fucked
I'm like,
up.
what is happening, dog? Nobody remembers that?
Well,
Yeah.
the
She
game.
did that in Wimbledon too. She did that in Wimbledon when she had.
Yeah,
the
I remember that, and that's what she said that she followed it up on, because what better chance to do it at the Super Bowl? But when you put all that in the retrospect, that's
Yeah.
just, I don't know, that's wild to me, bro.
Yep.
Right.
I give it a 7.5 out of 10, though. What you thinking?
Go ahead, Sam.
Bro. So when I first seen it, I couldn't hear like the vocals and stuff or whatever.
Mhm.
A lot of that stuff, yeah, I felt like the production, audio production, whatever, was kind of shoddy. So
Yes.
I'm gonna give it a lower rating just because of that. You know, like I said, it was a lot of hidden messages in there, like a lot of stuff that was going on. You know, I feel like Kendrick proved his point with Drake, but I feel like it should have been more about entertaining the fans
Mhm.
than freaking going after Drake. You've already done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you waste this opportunity, your once in a lifetime opportunity, to still go on Drake? You feel me? Like it's almost like super pettiness. I just don't
You
get
think?
it. You know, like, but I mean, but I thought it was good though. You know, they had like the PlayStation controller, whatever.
The buttons, yeah.
Yeah, the buttons and stuff, whatever. Because you know, Drake signed with Sony. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things or whatever.
Yeah, the
A lot of
A
people
minor
did-
chain.
the A minor chain, and all those things, bro. I thought it was pretty decent, but I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan because his mind goes this way, this way, this way, this way. Now you're trying to be a conscious rapper, and then you be like this, you be like this. There's a lot of stuff to go on with Kendrick, man. I feel like you need to stick in. I ain't gonna say stick in one lane, but you just be all over the place because you know he'll go with those little rants or whatever on your songs.
Yeah.
You know, so as when I said first, I didn't feel like he should have been on the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was entertaining enough.
Should have been Wayne.
Stuff or whatever. It could have been anybody.
It should have been Wayne. It was in
like
his hometown, his home
the
state.
the last couple people, whatever, you had Usher, you had Rihanna, you had a couple other people, whatever, that's entertaining people. Rihanna went up on that stage or whatever while she was pregnant, bro, and killed that shit.
Killed it.
Right.
Man, killed it, bro. Usher came out there, man. He was skating, he was doing this and doing that or whatever, man. He killed that stuff, bro. You feel me? Kendrick's, that's something different. I don't understand the choice, but I felt like
maybe he's just not a performer.
Maybe, I mean, he did
he's given way better performances than that in his career. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I think he's a good performer.
I felt like it was just so bunched up, tried to do so much in such a short time. Now, if it would have made
12 minutes.
Now if you would have did like a movie, like an hour movie or something like that or whatever, and kind of break that stuff down, I think that would have been something different. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to bunch so many things up in 10, 12 minutes. You know, that's the only thing that I really didn't like about that stuff and the audio. You know, but everything else, man, I thought it was clean. You know, for real, he did his thing, and I ain't like them freaking bell bottom pants that he had on. Or whatever. I didn't know what the hell that was.
Bro, can I just say, I'm sorry, bro. I'm the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan on this podcast. I'm pretty sure I am.
Clearly,
but my point is, I have never, and I do not like how he's being globalized and celebrated for being the world's biggest hater, bro. I really don't like that shit. And those are his words, not mine. But I just think he's better than that. People glaze him so hard right now.
They do.
And the prime of his career is always going to be attached to Drake.
Yep.
To this now.
Where was Kendrick Lamar 2 years ago, man? He came out of hiding and he started popping off at the top dog, and the people have loved it. And furthermore, they've made it toxic, man.
Right.
Too many people love to rally off hate. That's why the song has been the success that it's been.
Mm-hmm.
A basic diss track with a simple beat that won him 5 Grammys and got him a Super Bowl performance.
Yep.
Is anyone still wondering why Drake is suing UMG? People keep saying he's suing Kendrick. He's suing the UMG because this song was definitely boosted in promotion. It definitely was. Listen to this shit.
Right.
But regardless, I just thought it was funny because, come on, Drake, he's managed under the same company. You don't think that they've done it for Drake's song? He's the most streamed artist of all time, beating the Beatles and Michael Jackson and all that shit. But it's just, you don't like it when that shit's obviously going against you, which I don't blame you. You call me a pedophile. I mean, damn, you could have called me anything else. Jesus Christ. But overall, man, I don't like that shit. And, you know, I like both of these artists. So it's like, damn, bro, I don't like him beefing over dumb shit, bro. And I just felt like it's petty of Kendrick. Like, overall, he snuck his ass for years. Used to make money off of Drake. Go on tour. He used to put you on and shit.
Yep.
Like, he's put a lot of people on. And I just think a lot of people, and then ganged up on him, went at him at the same time and all that shit. But I don't, and it's dragged on too far, bro. Y'all know rap beefs, they don't end careers. They're fights with a winner and a loser, but both fighters keep it moving.
Right.
And personally, I feel like Drake is way too successful that, in my opinion, he can't really be beat because he's worth too much. I mean, he
got
holds
too many songs.
Unbreakable records, bro. Unbreakable records. He's on a level of his own.
Right.
But and as a Kendrick fan, I just want to see him like achieve career milestones and greatness on his own without it being at the expense of a lower caliber rapper that people love to hate on.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, think about this, bro. If we went viral on Let Loose podcast, if we went viral and we started getting paid for videos and we were dissing ESPN because they not like us, we say what the fuck we want. They not like us. They not like us and shit. Okay, yeah, we'd make some money. You know, we'd get comments from all these keyboard warriors, you know, and shit like that. We get our cloud up, people be riding with us and all that. And the effect that would have on ESPN is the same effect that Kendrick shit is having on Drake right now, bro.
Right. 0. That's it.
Train of thought.
Well,
I'm with you. I'm definitely with you.
Like I said, I give it a 7 out of 5. I thought the audio wasn't that great.
5.
Or 7 out of 10. My bad.
Crazy fraction, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm tired, guy. But
that's all good.
7 out of 10 based on you know, the audio. I had family members that were like, "Oh, I can't understand a damn thing he's saying," and da-da-da. I mean, obviously they're not hip hop fans, but even me being a hip hop fan, I literally couldn't hear what he was saying, even though I knew the words to the songs or some of the words or anything like that.
Right.
So I thought that, you know, that was a point or two deduction. And to piggyback off of what you said, Jordan, just going at Drake still. Like, you literally, you didn't ether Drake, but you made a pretty big, song to be in competition to slay the dragon per se, to Drake, which literally no one has been able to do. And to still go at him on such a public worldwide stage, I can see why you still wanted to do it, to prove your point, push home the facts, or whatever it is that you've been saying the past couple years or whatever. But and to do that at the Super Bowl, maybe to do that at your own concerts, by all means. I mean, that's your concerts.
What I'm saying.
But to do it on a Super Bowl, when majority of the people don't know the history, don't know the subliminals, don't know the conspiracies, the signs and shit like that, that's kind of pointless to me. I did see something where Michael Jackson's halftime performance was like 133.5 million or something like that, and then this surpassed him at like 133.7 million or some shit like that.
I hate when they do that shit, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Because, bro, this is what the 90s,
yeah,
where you had those viewers on that many TVs,
yeah,
right.
And now you can have phones, you can have computers, so of course the numbers are going to be higher. It's 2025.
Yep.
Can we stop comparing that to that?
No. I totally agree. I
hate when they do that.
It's like
wrestling does that shit too. Most streamed. Yeah, obviously you couldn't fucking stream back then.
I don't understand the streaming, because say there's 20 people in my house, 2 of them are watching, like we're all watching it on my TV, but they're also watching shit on their phones at the same time.
Right.
How's that being accounted for? Is it being accounted for, one, because it's watching?
It's a watcher.
Yeah. So like how?
In the house.
So
how many phones in the house?
Yeah, but regardless of the fact,
do the math. They got a sequence here.
Fuck, man. To also piggyback on the whole Drake thing, to me, this is part of, why everybody hates the Chiefs, why everybody hated the Patriots. They won, and they were good so fucking long that people got tired of it. So they wanted to find something. I get Deflategate, Spygate, and all the other shit. But even in the years that didn't happen, they were still fucking winning, still dominant. The Kansas City Chiefs, no one gave a fuck about the refs up until this last year or year and a half or so. What were they doing before then? They were still fucking kicking ass and winning games and going to Super Bowls. What's Drake been doing almost his entire fucking career? Dominating the fucking wave, the airlines, dominating the charts, making hit after hit after hit after hit, putting so many fucking people on that we didn't know until he got on their song. So people hate greatness. That's
a great point.
This is stemming from, and Kendrick Lamar is just riding the wave that he made a good song directed at Drake. With that, was catchy, made
his biggest hit ever.
Exactly. So
Kendrick Lamar doesn't need to do that, bro.
I know.
He's great in himself.
I'm not a huge fan of his. I know he can rap his ass off, and I don't deny that. But just like what you were saying, Bam, he goes this way, goes this way, goes this way. He does that little voice, these little voices that he does.
Right.
Like swimming.
Alter egos.
Yeah.
Little alter egos and stuff all over the place.
Like swimming pools.
Is nasty, bro.
Swimming pools I really liked when he did that alternate voice and shit like that. And when he was on I think it was called Nostalgia with Pusha T, that song, I fucking love that song. When he did that, he kind of did that thing there too. Songs like that I do like, but when you do it too much, it gets to
every time.
Yeah, just like it gets to be too much. But as far as the performance I thought was well. The choreography was cool. I did like that flag choreography thing that they did. Samuel L. Jackson I didn't expect that, because when he first popped up, I was like, what the fuck is he doing on there? Right. And the Serena Williams, I think, took a little bit off of it for me, even though I didn't get to see it. But once I found out that she did that, and knowing the backstory, I knew her sister got killed a long time ago. but I didn't know it was by a Crip, and now she's Crip walking. So that's a little iffy for
Right.
me.
That's
The
just wild.
yeah, the A minor chain, okay, like we get it. And stuff like that. That's the reason why I give it a 7.10. But aside from that, I thought it was pretty decent.
I
Word
mean,
up.
hey, but the thing is, it's always a David versus Goliath story. Everybody want to see the underdog win, even though they may not win. But everybody wants to see that story. Everybody wants to see that challenge because not everybody gonna challenge the king. You feel me? So for somebody to come up and try to do what he did or whatever, I give Kendrick Lamar all the praise in the world or whatever for trying to challenge the king. You feel me? And he was very successful or whatever. You can't kill the king, but you made your point. You got your point across. But doing that stuff at the Super Bowl, bro, that stuff didn't have to be done, bro. You could have, man. You got a thousand other hits, bro. You could have did at the
Yeah,
Super Bowl, bro. You feel me? Kept that stuff classy, kept that stuff going, man. Towards your next year, bro. You done won 5 Grammys, bro,
yeah,
in
he
one
could
year,
have.
bro. Man, that's crazy that you would still even just still go for this stuff.
Instead of riding the wave and on and the song "Not Like Us," he could have started to ride this wave from the Super Bowl into this year, and then just
Exactly.
started from here and went up that way instead of just
You know
still.
what I would have did? I would have debuted a brand new song that nobody's
Yeah,
ever heard
that
before.
would have been a good idea.
That's what I would have did, bro.
Right.
Like dead ass. Like, and then people are gonna research and
Yeah,
watch that part just because they ain't heard it.
Right.
Then
release it
and
that
then
day or the next day or something like
I
that.
would release it like a couple days later, so
Yeah,
people would watch the video, get the views up,
true,
man. I
true.
mean, that's
Right.
what I would have did. But I mean, I want to see Kendrick as a Kendrick fan, bro, and I just want to see him succeed and achieve greatness without Drake's name attached to this. He's capable. You can
Yes.
do this shit, bro. Let's see it.
Very
But
intelligent young man. I just don't want him to swing like Kanye type shit. You feel me?
I don't know if
Very
he'll do that. I
intelligent.
don't know if he'll do
oh
that.
You know
my
what I'm
I hope
saying?
god,
not
Just
anyway.
just go just going just so far left. You feel me?
I don't think nobody's going that far left, bro.
Man, you
Golly.
never know. You never know, man. Success, man, change people. So
Yeah, dude. So do
J
money.
Dub said he's
yeah,
surprised
man.
they didn't run with Wayne in New Orleans.
Yeah, we all
But
Yeah.
was.
that's like,
But it'd be like that.
bro,
Kendrick's
there's no
Kendrick's the
fucking.
hottest rapper
It
right now
doesn't matter, man.
because of this. Because of Drake. Thank
Wayne
Drake.
should have been
He
Wayne.
hates him, but he secretly loves him.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
telling you right now, this man has
Man,
done more for your career than anybody.
right.
You
Man,
should love that man.
yeah.
Drake was in Australia, man, with probably like 50,000 people getting paid. They don't even get paid for the Super Bowl. You feel me?
Exactly.
Did you see?
selling out
He
selling out arenas with 20, 30 song track lists and shit, killing it. And
Man,
he don't have
come
to rap
on,
because
man.
the
You
crowds.
got to do it.
Did you see
Right.
that
He
hoodie?
gave one.
Did you see that
he
hoodie
gave
that Drake was wearing at his concerts?
Yeah, the one with the bullet holes.
The bullet holes with the
smoke
smoke coming out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that
that's
was.
goofy.
I
though.
thought that was clever. I thought that was kind of clever.
Man,
Hey.
but the thing about Drake though, bro, I don't like all that foolishness he be doing.
He
and stuff
does.
with
He
the
does.
Barrettes and all that stuff, bro. Like
I
be
think
like,
he
Drake,
can be
man,
corny. I think he can be corny.
and that's why we needed somebody, whatever, to try to take the crown off of Drake, bro. It's all that other stuff that he be doing, bro. Pouting his lips out and duck lips, looking pictures and all that crazy junk, man. I don't know about
Bro, and the painted fingernails and the this
Man,
and the that.
come
Bro,
on, man.
look,
Like
I
you
can't
doing,
look,
you
I
doing,
can't
you
say
doing too much, bro. You
I
doing
can't
too
sit here and
much.
get behind that, obviously, but to try to take the king, like I don't think that's a crown he'll ever be able to like. I don't think Kendrick will ever take that from Drake.
Nah, no way.
Yeah, he taking it from him, but he definitely made his point, like you said, put him on notice, and he definitely got his respect from this shit. And
Yeah,
listen, man, I don't, ride with, a lot of obviously shit Drake does, barrettes in his hair, the fingernail polish, this, and of course it's
Yeah.
not, and that's why that's a big part of when he say not like us, part of the culture. He's not
Right.
part of our culture, but
right.
like to me, it's like a mixed dude. It's like to say somebody's not part of the culture because of their upbringing and not just because of
Yeah.
hey, you not I don't care if you mix or not, you're not part one of it. Like, bro, to me, there's way more to all that shit than that. So overall, like I did not like that shit at first. Like you ain't
I
gonna
don't
tell me
think-
because
I
I
don't
was
think
raised
it's-
here. You
Nah,
was
I don't
raised
think
here.
it's that. I don't think it's that. I think it's all
That's
that other
that's
shit.
how it sounds.
I think it's
though,
I
bro.
think I think
And
I
that's
think
what
it's
you
the,
said.
I think it's the goofy shit. I think it's the goofy shit that he be doing.
I think it's everything. You know what I'm saying? And then you specifically came out talking about you don't want them to say no mo and all that. Like, look, bro, you ain't gonna tell people what they gonna be saying, but it's okay for his kids. And it's like it was just too much bullshit, bro. But
Right.
I mean, people roll with that shit, bro. They love to rally around hate, especially when Drake gives you that much ammunition.
Yeah. He
But I
definitely
mean, he
does.
held his own though, bro. You gotta remember too, it wasn't just Kendrick. He was at Ross and all that, like
Mhm.
ASAP and all them. Like he was
Everybody.
going at everybody. He fought damn near
Yeah,
like
but
what a
then
10
when he went after them, they started going after Drake, so Kendrick would stop going after them.
So I mean that, but I mean everybody was just kind of like falling in suit,
Yeah,
going
yeah,
at him. Boom.
exactly. Yeah,
They were like allegations. You know, one comes
Right.
out here, the
yeah,
rest
yeah,
comes.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
one disc comes out here, the
That's
rest
it.
comes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Drake's fighting off everybody, and
That's it.
he stood his ground, man. He stood his ground. I still bump that Family Matters shit. They ride hard a little bit, you know. Can't fucking stand out like us, bro. Just because they play that shit
I
out,
know.
bro.
I
Like
cannot
I
fucking
can't enjoy
stand
that
it.
shit no
It's
more.
so.
Any song that gets played out like that, bro, I can't vibe to it
Yep.
no more.
Hey,
Like
Yep.
that.
going into the new summer, bro. Like for real, that stuff that is it's definitely
It ain't going nowhere.
worn out as welcome.
I'm telling you, that
For
song
real.
ain't going nowhere
Like
either.
you ain't going home yet? Damn. You said
Exactly.
you're gonna be here 2 days, but it's been 2 months.
Fuck, man, I'm trying to get a.
You got mail here, Uber Eats, all types of shit.
Exactly.
Man, you gotta go, bro. That's it. It has its time now. You ain't do what it's supposed to do. You ain't got your grandma dog, man. You gotta put that shit on the back burner. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
That's but the thing is, it's like you put a diss on the Super Bowl, whatever. That's like Tupac putting "Hit 'Em Up" on the Super Bowl. You feel me? That's like that's like freaking LL Cool J putting the "Can I Bust" on the Super Bowl. You feel me?
Right.
Like
Ether,
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, or something like that on the Super Bowl, bro. That stuff don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to get the attention of millions at one time, bro. You trying to get some camaraderie at one time. You feel me?
And the fact that who makes them decisions like endorse that, campaign for that, based off of global hate.
Because all they see is the dollar signs, man. They don't give a fuck.
And it won you Grammys. A diss song.
I know it.
Well, you know why? It's because
linked to another rapper.
Most diss songs don't get treated as actual tracks to be like congratulated by the Grammys. Like Ether was never up for Grammys. Fucking Nail in the Coffin by Eminem.
The Grammys are
Benzino was never.
Shit.
Yeah, I know, 100%.
Everybody knows that. Nobody 100%. Pays him any credibility. DMX had 2 #1 albums in the same fucking year. Didn't get a nomination for Jack. Shit. Yep. Prince has never won a Grammy. Yep. Explain that to me. Explain it, please.
Purple Rain.
Fuck the Beyonce Grammys, won a fucking country Grammy.
Fuck the Grammys.
Right.
What the fuck is that about? I mean, I didn't listen to it. It could have been great. I don't know, but.
The judges are a bunch of old white fucking perverts with sugar mamas that telling them, hey, this is what you should vote. This is what's popping right now. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Grammys are a joke.
Numbers.
They're a joke, bro.
100%.
All
right, let's run it up to the last segment before we hop up off here, man. We got some live NBA games going right now. Let's get to the wire.
The wire.
The NBA wire. I'm going to get all your local news.
Got a lot of games going on right now.
Transactions. Yeah, we do have a lot of games going on right now. We got some results. We got the Celtics beat the Spurs, Magic beat the Hornets, Pacers beat the Wizards, Nets beat the Sixers. Dude, the Sixers, oh my god, bro.
They're fucking falling hard, bro. They're falling
5 straight losses. Did you see that loss that they had the other night where Embiid, they were down by
He was wide open.
Embiid passed up the 3.
Wide open.
And he tried to drive in the lane and turn the ball over. They lost the game.
Butt ass open.
First the Raptors. Unbelievable.
I think he needs to retire, man. I think he needs to fucking just retire.
Nah, he need to get healthy for real.
Well, I know, but he can't, so he might as well just fucking retire.
Yeah, because now he needs another.
Yeah, he's gonna be out He's gonna be out probably till next season.
I think Kendrick Perkins was right, bro. When he was talking before the trade deadline, he was like, "Man, I think Embiid and Paul George both could get dealt.
They should.
For real, they should have dealt them."
I used to want Embiid on Miami, but the past few years, because Embiid because Jimmy was on there, and them two were obviously Jimmy played in Philly, and they stayed in touch, and they were good friends. And I think Jimmy tried to get Embiid to come down there a couple years ago, but that's when I signed a contract. And I wanted him, but he's fucking just so he might be like bad as Greg Oden back in the day.
I don't know if that's bad. Nah, he ain't that bad.
Bro.
He's about
he do got a lot of injuries.
He's about dead even with games missed and games played. It's ridiculous. But
hey, but the thing about Paul George though, man, I had that man like up here.
I know everybody did.
When he was at the Pacers?
Yep.
Bro, that man was
when he was in OKC for a little bit, he was doing hella good.
But see, that's when he started talking about that playoff P jump,
Yeah,
bro. And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's what I think really started to deteriorate his career, bro. Then he started getting his little lingering injuries, got injured in the
Yeah, he's missed a lot of games. Yeah.
USA basketball in the Olympics. He got hurt bad or whatever, came back, then he was talking about playoff P. Who? Playoffs?
Playoffs.
What? Man, you had one run, bro, and man, you've been getting kicked out every first round. What did you talk about playoff P?
Yep.
When? When was this?
Yeah.
Back in Pacers day when he was getting his ass kicked by Miami.
Never really panned out, man. I mean, he was great a couple years, but yeah, he's got like low in scoring numbers this year. I think he's averaging like 16 a game. It's bad.
He like Carmelo.
He hardly plays.
He like Carmelo Anthony now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Carmelo is better than him, 100%.
They got two bad contracts in Embiid and Paul George right about now with what they give you. You know, when they're both healthy and they're both good, I mean, they're great. But no, not so much Paul George anymore. I think his days passed. But Embiid, when healthy, he's great.
He can be awesome. Yeah, he just won MVP 2 years ago.
You don't fucking get production out of this man,
Right.
and I just think they got to start over and build around Maxey, man. At least they were smart enough to pay him because he's worth it.
Yeah, 100%. I like him. I like him a lot.
He's the guy. Fire starter.
We got the Lakers losing right now by 10 to the Jazz. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, they beat him yesterday. It's a double-double. 2 games in 2 nights. They just played him yesterday, just like the Pistons. They're playing the Bulls again tonight. See, they were fucking up on the Bulls by like 40-some points at halftime, bro.
Really?
They had a 42-point lead versus the Bulls at halftime yesterday. It was 71-29 at half.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Really?
I did, yeah.
Bro,
yeah,
it's crazy. They ended up winning by 40. They're winning right now, too.
By 13.
In the playback.
Yeah.
But Malik Beasley set the Pistons franchise record for three-pointers made in the season with 212. He was 7 out of 10 from downtown last night. Yeah,
he been killing.
Detroit's now won 3 straight, going to four straight tonight, man. It's amazing what they can do when they get help from Tobias Harris and Asar Thompson with scoring, bro, instead of just Cade and Beasley. I'll tell you what. But the Pistons are sitting at 6 right now in the East at 28-26.
There you go.
Yep.
Fucking Miami, we got an all-star on Miami, Tyler Hero, making I think it's his first all-star appearance.
Yeah, if he plays, he's been hurt.
Yeah, but
off and on.
But I think he's
Is he playing tonight?
That's what I was getting ready to look up right now.
They're losing to the Thunder right now.
Yeah.
They're actually in the game, though. Yep, he's playing. 14 points. Bam's balling. So the Heat right now are sitting at 7th in the East. They've lost their last 2 games before this one. You know, I was looking at the Heat roster earlier, man, and I was like, man, looking at their squad, if you had Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier, Andrew Wiggins, and Bam on a starting lineup, I just feel like that would be very interesting. But if they do that, they have no spark off the bench from Rozier.
Yep.
So
I don't know how well he's gonna, because he's got all that investigation shit going on. So like, how into it is he really right now? Because
I mean, he's been putting up some points. He had a decent last game, and then what's he doing tonight? Is he? Oh, I don't even think he's playing tonight.
I don't think he is either.
He's not entered the game. I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't. He played in the last game and he scored some points, but he gives him that spark off the bench. And you know, I just don't think they have nothing outside of him that's consistent scoring like he can score. But if I'm paying a player $26 million a season, he ain't gonna be coming off the fucking bench.
Yeah,
that's just me.
That's true. I mean, they do have some young talent.
They do.
Highsmith. He's from West Virginia, Wheeling, West Virginia. So I got to represent that. Jacquez Jr. Nice. Yeah, he's legit. Mm-hmm. The Nikola Jovic.
He's hit or miss.
He has some good games, but I think he shoots the 3 too much. We got old ass Kevin Love, which obviously he's definitely not what he used to be, but I think he's there to be a leader. He took the place of Udonis Haslem as far as leadership goes. Let's see. Wiggins, obviously, that's a new addition, so that's going to take a little bit of time to get that cohesive chemistry down and stuff like that. Obviously, Tyler Hero, Alec Burks. I don't know too much about that guy, but he's from Colorado. Kyle Anderson, he's hit or miss. He has some good games. He can play some good defense. And then we got Bam, who is making a lot of money. He's making $35,000. I love Bam, But it seems like ever
Yeah,
since he
he's
started
tough.
dating, who's that chick he's dating? Is it Asia Wilson?
I fucking don't know. I have no
I
idea.
actually, I don't think it's Asia Wilson. I forgot what her name
But the
is.
Heat, the Heat just they gotta pull together some wins, bro. If they lose this one, they're gonna keep dropping. The Hawks are on a fucking tear. They've won their last two. They're down by 3 to the Knicks right now with seven
Oh, it is
seconds to
Asia.
go,
It is Asia
and
Wilson.
they've won their last 3 games, man. And so I mean, the Hawks and they're a couple games behind them in the standings. So I mean, they're gonna have to keep winning and
But
winning to
that's
kind
what
of
Miami
maintain.
does, though. They just stay, down here until they get now that they have the play in, they win the play in, and they get into the playoffs, and then they make a run. Now this year they're definitely not going to be able to do that because playoff Jimmy is not there, and even if he was, he'd probably find a way to sabotage all that because he just didn't give a fuck. I don't think this team is good enough to make a deep run in the playoffs, especially if they get the 7-8 seed and
Absolutely not.
they play Boston or something like that. They're going to get or New York
Or
potentially.
Cleveland. Or
Well,
Cleveland.
my friend boy Dougie Fresh, that he's a huge Cleveland fan. He's all Ohio teams that he's a fan of because he's from Ohio, and he's really high on the Cavs. He thinks that they can make a push and do this and do that, and he's giving me all these. We talk about it on and off every day, and I'm just
That's
not.
the Washington fan. That's the Washington fan.
No, he's a Cavs
Cavs.
fan. He's all Ohio fan or all
No, no,
Ohio
no, no.
teams.
Who your friend is? The Washington fan.
Oh, that's my boy from work. That's the one who.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's
okay,
my boy
okay,
from work.
okay. I thought it
Um,
was the same guy.
yeah, no. But I tell him, Cleveland doesn't really have anybody. I'm not sold on Donovan Mitchell being the guy to get that team, or almost maybe any team, to the finals and be that guy in the finals to drag them to the championship. Maybe can he be a number two? Yeah, I think he could be a number two, but I don't think he can be that guy.
That boy been balling. That
I
boy been
know,
balling the
I
last couple of
know,
years though, and in the playoffs.
I
Yeah,
know.
He
yeah.
don't play.
But
Yeah, he don't play.
I don't think.
He'll put up 50 every playoffs in the last probably like 3-4 years, bro. He'd put up 50 at least one time or whatever in these playoffs.
He will.
Yeah, but
I'm
where's
telling you,
that?
for
But
real,
where's
he
that ended
ready.
him? Where's that ended him? It ended him at
Because he ain't
home.
had the team. He ain't had the team. You know, the team chemistry, man, that plays a big part.
That's true. I just don't personally think that Cleveland has, and they don't have. I just don't think they have enough.
They'll probably go to the Eastern Conference Finals though.
I think they're like one. I think they're
Hopefully.
like one more solid player away
I don't
from.
think they're going to the Eastern Conference.
I think they're one
I think
solid
so.
one more solid player to get to the conference finals.
They're strong. They're real strong though. And they play fast and they play good defense.
I'm going Boston, New York.
I can see that.
Make it.
Just right now. I don't know, dude. The Knicks are fucking balling, man. The
Yeah,
Knicks
they
balling.
are.
They got problems right now with the Hawks. The Hawks just tied the fucking game, 137.
Yeah.
But
That's
dude,
their
I just think
nemesis.
Carl Anthony Towns over there, Brunson, all them, they have the best rotational players, I feel like, in the league. The Villanova Cats and all. They have scores, they have defense. You have multiple players that can get you double-double, triple-double if need be. Brunson is, especially in the playoffs, he's been really good coming into a good elite player of his own when he needs to be elite. I just think they're definitely poised to make a run. I think Julius Randle was their weakness for so many years. Like he was just so
Being
limited in what he could
hurt
do in the
and
being hurt, and like he always went to the left side. If you shut down the left side, you can
Mhm.
stop this man's game. You know, his 3-pointers were hit or miss. So you stop his left side, you are gonna shut him down. Carl Anthony Towns, it's a lot harder than that, bro. Significant upgrade. So I'm high on the Knicks, man. I really am
Yeah.
when they get to that point. So
Yeah,
we'll
they
see what they
definitely
can
good.
do.
Josh Hart over there, whatever, triple doubles and all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, the only thing I don't.
Very aggressive.
The only thing
Bridges.
about New
Miguel
York.
Bridges, shit.
The only thing about New York is Tom Thibodeau plays them boys literally every fucking minute of the game. All those,
That's
all,
good for
all
him.
I,
Get that conditioning up.
yeah, but when it comes to the playoffs and you're knee deep in the fucking third round, like that shit's going to catch up to you, and that's you're going to get gassed.
Yeah, it can definitely.
And I think that's what's held them back the past couple of years.
So what about Dallas?
Hell
What
no.
What y'all think about Dallas right now? Because AD hurt.
Hell
All the
no.
centers hurt. You got Kuba hurt.
I think that's
got
going to
Gafford
be.
hurt.
I think it's going to be
Everybody's hurt.
Brooklyn Nets 2.0.
No. I'm just talking about the team in general.
Oh, overall.
Well,
Yeah, just overall.
they got pieces. You know, they got the Warriors tonight. They're playing the Warriors right now. They're beating the Warriors 35, 37, 31 actually. Or
Mhm.
37, 33 now. But I took Klay Thompson to light it up in this game.
Hmm.
He's got 11 points, already three threes.
Okay.
But I think they'll be a fun NBA 2K team, man. I do not think they're gonna make any serious run in the West. I don't think they can run in 7 games with a few teams. I don't think they can run with OKC in 7 games. Memphis Grizzlies and how they're playing right now. Excuse me. Let's put some respect on Memphis right now.
Yeah.
Denver, they definitely ain't running with Denver. I don't think they can run with the Lakers. The Lakers are playing exceptionally well right now.
Right.
But those are 4 teams that I don't even know if they can run with Houston, to be honest with you. But
yeah, Houston young too, young legs.
But they might be a headache here and there, but that's gonna cost them, man. That's gonna cost them big time.
That might,
getting away
like you just said, they'll cause some problems for some people, but I don't think that'll be enough to win a series. Maybe one series, but not.
If you had AD, Klay Thompson, and Kyrie, and this was like 5 years ago. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit! Like you got something, but right now, no, I don't see it, man. I really don't see it. And speaking of, I said something about the Nuggets last week. The Nuggets right now, they're on a 7-game win streak. They're about to net their 8th straight. They're up by 20 points or 19 points right now against the Trailblazers. Jamal Murray's got 30 at halftime.
Damn.
Wow.
Bro,
he's in playoff form then.
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, bro, when I was telling you, this is what he does regular season. His regular season averages this year, based on his career and what he usually does, it's right there, bro. It's spot on. Like, I'm seeing the trend here, like playoff Murray is going to be different, and mind you, they added Russell Westbrook too. So, and he's been playing really good.
He has.
He hasn't played since I think the start of or January or whatever, in January was his last game.
He had a couple triple doubles though. Yeah,
he's had a couple triple doubles, and he adds definitely a good piece of that puzzle, man. That's a good rotational, valuable player they're gonna have there.
Yeah.
And, Jokic is averaging, his usual triple double, but this man right now is averaging 29.8 points a game, 12.5 rebounds, and 10.3 assists, bro.
That's crazy.
He's missed 6 games all year long. That's the kind of center you want on your team, right there.
And like the top 3-point shooter too.
Right. That dude's a freak, man.
Like 45%, 45% 3-point shooter, bro.
Yeah, he's 3rd in points, 4th in rebounds, he's second in a sense as a fucking center.
Right.
But he'd be doing that. He'd be doing that behind the back shit, like he's Jason Williams or some shit.
Yeah, he a boss. He definitely stepped his game all the way up through the roof.
Bro, if you do serious MVP, he honestly should win the MVP every year.
Yeah,
every year.
Like the last 5 years, every single year.
You're right.
He should win it.
But it's like
this dude is the most valuable player to his team, and he impacts the games at every single point on offense, defense, everything offensively, everything defensively. I rebound, and I do more than everybody.
Right.
Yeah, it's like LeBron 10 years ago, 15 years ago. He was so good. He probably could have won it 5, 6, 7 years in a row. But voters fatigue, LeBron fatigue, or whatever. Winners fatigue, they wouldn't do that, and especially they wouldn't do that to overtake MJ's MVP totals.
Now, outside of like a couple playoff years, his numbers on points, rebounds, and averages are actually higher than LeBron's was in a lot of those years, bro.
I believe it.
He averages more rebounds, he averages more assists, and he's a center. It's ridiculous.
Right.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Outside of that 1 year, I don't remember what year it was that I think the Heat won the finals, but LeBron averaged, I think that final he averaged something like 38, 40 points, 12, 13 rebounds.
Right. Yeah, he did everything.
He was fucking on another level.
Oh, LeBron?
Nobody was touching him. Yes.
Was that when he was with the Cavs?
Years in Miami. No, I think he was in Miami.
Oh, well, because when he was with the Cavs,
oh my God,
when he won the one with the Cavs, he almost averaged a triple double for the postseason and for the finals.
Oh, it could have been that year then.
Because a few games, him and Kyrie were going like 40 for 40 each game.
Yeah,
let's talk about Sam's Lakers real quick. They've rolling. They got they won 6 straight games right now. And what's the score on this game right here? Oh, okay, right now they're down by 8. Right now,
down by 8.
They're down by 8, but they've won 7 or 6 games in a row right now. Luka had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists in his Laker debut. Dude, Austin Reeves has developed into a really good player.
He's fucking legit.
Man, he really has.
He had 45 one night.
Yeah, career high. Yep.
45, 7, and 7 versus the Pacers a couple games ago, bro. But he's becoming more and more consistent each year, man. He is on another, and he's learning from the best, man. You play with LeBron, you're gonna learn some shit. I
Yeah,
mean, for
definitely,
real.
definitely had them growing pains though. But man, him and Hashimura been stepping it up too lately,
Hmm.
whatever, because you got to play that 4 or 5 now. You know what I'm saying? We got Jackson Hayes over there, so like Hashimura man been doing his thing or whatever. I think he scored like 17 the other night, 22 the other night. Like everybody's getting the ball, everybody's feeling better. The AD out there, whatever, they scoring those points. We're not getting a lot of rebounds, but man, Austin Reeves, man, been getting like 9 rebounds and stuff, bro. I think he was like the lead. He was like the game leader, whatever. The one game, I think, like 2 days ago. I'm like, man, like these boys are really putting in work. Even
Yeah, then
Gabe Vincent, man, put
Well, I
in
was
some
getting
work,
ready to
man, the
say
other day.
he's
For real.
been
He
he's
had like 15 one game or something. I'm like,
dead
bro,
clock,
he's
right?
really?
Twice a day,
he's
right?
been playing pretty
Right,
decent this year, or
right.
And
as
then
of
they
late.
added, and then they added that Len dude from Sacramento,
Yeah, I
which
was
I
getting
don't
ready
even know why that
Alex Lynn.
I don't even know why that hit tabloids. Like that's any sort of relevant information.
because
The
it's the
man averages
Lakers.
3 points a game. He does nothing.
Right.
That shouldn't even hit the tabloids. What I'm focused on right here is Jackson Hayes, man. He's now your starting primary big man. Now after that failed trade, Mark Williams didn't go through and all that, but
Right.
he's your steady big man right now.
Oh
And
yeah.
he's 7 foot tall. This guy's 24 years old. He's no scoring threat outside of a dunk. Okay, he can't shoot the three. He hustles on defense, but he's no great defender by any means.
Mm-hmm.
And
Big
I'll tell
body.
you what, you're gonna have to learn how to rebound, kid.
Yeah,
Averaging 4 rebounds a game is not gonna cut it.
hell
Not
no.
enough.
Okay, a couple games ago you had 12, but you averaging 4, and then you only had 4
Mm-hmm.
the other night, and 6 or 6. Sir, you're gonna have to learn how to rebound.
He doing what he got to do.
You got to learn how to rebound.
I
That's
like
all you
Jackson
got to
Hayes.
do.
I
That's
like
all you
Jackson
got to
Hayes.
do. Yeah, and like I said, he hustles on defense, and
Mm-hmm.
he's 24. He'll get
All you gotta
better,
do is all you gotta do is get in the
But
way. That's it. For real. Be a big body.
right, put your
That's
hands
it.
up. You got to grab some boards, bro.
Are you
Ain't no
healthy?
reason.
Are you healthy?
Yeah.
Are you
Hey, I was
available?
about to
Get in
say,
the
is
way.
he available?
You're
Put
in.
your hands
You're
up,
in the
please.
fucking game.
Put your hands up. Thank you.
Yeah, but
For
come on,
real.
man. You can give him 7, 8 rebounds a night at least. I mean,
Contest the shot. That's it. That's all I need you to do, bro. That's it.
some of that shit drives me nuts though, bro. And it
I
takes me to
know.
one of these next teams, bro. Like the
7-1 or whatever, 2 rebounds and shit.
dog.
Mo
Tell
Bamba ass
me,
boys.
tell me, I'm Memphis Grizzlies. Zach Edey, their center from Purdue, the big
Yeah,
big
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
7'5" or whatever. But you average like 5 rebounds a game. How is that possible?
Because
I
when
just
he
don't get
because
it.
when he was at Purdue, he was the tallest fucking person on the court majority of the time.
I remember.
So now when he comes to the NBA, he's not, even though he's tall as hell, he's not always the biggest and tallest person on the court, nor the most athletic person on the court. Because
Nah.
even people who are smaller than him that are more athleticism can sometimes overtake your height and stuff
It
like
does
that.
a lot, and
Yeah,
they get
big time.
exposed with that.
Right.
This is a big part of that, absolutely. But it's just there's no reason, bro. There's no reason. If you're not a proficient scorer, you got to think about this. This is the NBA in 2025. If you are a center in the league today, you have got to have your strength at something.
Mm-hmm.
You better be able to fucking shoot. Like most centers are learning how
Gotta
having
shoot.
to shoot the 3 now.
Mhm.
If you can't shoot the 3 or shoot a mid-range
Stretch it
jumper,
out,
bro,
Mhm.
you have
stretch it
got
out.
to be a great fucking rebounder, a tough defender, something. You got to have something that proves your value as an asset to this team. You can't just be 6'10",
Tall.
6'11", 7 foot. That don't work no more.
That don't matter.
You got to be able to dribble. You got to be able to do
Quick on
this,
your
that. You
feet.
got to defend, rebound. I need something.
Right.
But I'm just saying he's got
High IQ.
these centers got to work on that, bro. If they're that big, you emphasize the rebounding, you emphasize the defense, emphasize being even a bruiser, being like a Bill Lambier. Push the motherfucker down, like yo, I'm here. Like
Right.
do something.
All right, so
Shit.
while we're talking basketball, I want to remember what I said on the text that I want to talk about a conspiracy theory.
Uh-oh.
So I got a conspiracy theory as to why the Luka trade was under the radar, where no other team really knew. So my conspiracy theory is that, obviously the ratings are dog shit for the NBA this season and have been in comparison to the NFL for quite some time. What team in the league would benefit the most to propel the NBA's ratings and money for one of the highest, most popular, best players in the league to go to the most coveted team besides Boston, because Boston's they're fucking set. They just won the championship and shit like that. Luka, probably 3, top 5, if not top dog. I'd probably say maybe SGA was. He's
top 5.
Yeah,
say top 5.
All right, top 5 player in the league, not even in his prime potentially yet. Well, and that's another thing. I'll speak on that here in a second. To go to the Lakers, all for ratings. It's all for ratings to get the numbers up. So then, especially, I just see something right here. Luka's Lakers debut, a rating smash for ESPN.
Believe it.
You don't think that's some sort of propaganda that they fucking did for that specific reason, to get the ratings up for NBA? Now people are going to tune in to see what Luka and LeBron's going to do on a nightly basis. See if Luka's going to take the throne or not, or take the torch from LeBron, or if he's going to give it to him, and so forth and so on, or if LeBron can get Luka to another level outside of what he did for Dallas. I think it's all conspiracy to help the NBA, get their numbers up.
I mean, it don't sound too far-fetched. I mean, Kim Kardashian wants to meet Luka.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
But anyway, another thing.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Go ahead.
Another thing, when I said that Luka's in his prime, you guys realize how long he's been a pro athlete?
Right.
Since he was like 14.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No doubt.
That's fucking insane.
10, 11 years, and you've been a pro for 10, 11 years?
Yeah.
Just like LaMelo Ball. That's why he's so nice. He's been a pro athlete since he was 16, 17.
That's
when
true.
Lamar took him out of high school.
Yeah, Lithuania.
Had him playing Lithuania.
Yeah.
I pray to God that boy don't ever get seriously hurt, because he is dumber than a box of nails. My God. You ever see him? This man thought Detroit was a state.
Did he?
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
And I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, and your daddy took you out of high school at 16 years old.
Wow.
Oh, Lord. Thank God you got that bag. I
No
mean, he
doubt.
knew how special his son
Yeah.
was going to be. I mean, it paid off, I guess, but I pray to God you never get hurt, because if you got to use your brains, that's going to be ugly. Shout out Jello Ball, though, man. That tweaker, man. That's just, I ain't going to lie.
And he got Wayne on it now.
You heard Dwayne? Yeah.
I haven't heard the remix. Is it out yet?
Yeah.
Is it?
They got Wheezy on the remix. That shit slide, bro. That shit slide. It's a good thing he's trying to find something else he's good at, because it wasn't going to happen in the NBA.
Right.
But he's a good baller.
He's a shooter.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he's good.
He's a shooter, but that's about it, man. But he don't have a good, consistent enough shot to, make it on any squad's, main roster without being in the G League or anything. And the thing is, he could probably get there one day, but Jello don't want to put that work in.
Yeah,
man.
obviously.
He wants to get high, get fucked up, fuck with bitches. He just left his
Yeah.
for another chick.
Yeah,
I mean, he's on that shit.
He high.
He's on that rapper shit.
He out in these streets, Sam.
Man, that man finna be a new future out here, man. Watch what I say. Swerve.
Hey, man, as long as he doesn't have a fetish like Tyreek Hill.
Hey,
man, there are worse fetishes to have. That's all right.
Hey, check this out though, real quick, man. So when we were talking about Dallas, so Mark Cuban sold the majority owner.
Yeah,
to a young
he didn't
lady.
even have a say in the whole Luka thing.
No, that's what happens.
So she's the one or whatever say, oh, I want to move Dallas to Vegas because she owns all these casinos. You feel me? So this is the thing. She was like, okay, oh, y'all don't want to move it, this and that. They're like, man, we just went to the championship, whatever. We hot right now, man. We ratings better than they ever been, whatever. Seats getting filled up, whatever. She was like, okay, guess what? I own this team now, whatever. So let's go what? Let's devalue this team.
That could be it.
Get rid of your
that
best
player.
player.
What you said, Wes, your conspiracy.
Yeah, man.
It could be bigger than that.
Yep.
Get rid of this player, whatever. So we in a couple years we can move this thing.
Because LeBron apparently they are going that way, because LeBron when he retires, he wants to be the owner of a team, and I heard that team is supposedly going to be in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Oh, so this is probably a setup for a bigger play. You getting that
going
to Vegas?
So we're both on to something then.
Yeah, right. I mean, you guys are sniffing something out. There's a way bigger picture than we think.
Because for you to let your best player go,
pretty
much for nothing.
Yeah.
Pretty much for freaking chump change. I mean, AD's a great player, whatever.
When he's healthy.
In his past, he's phenomenal numbers.
But Luka's in his prime, 25, fresh off of taking him to the finals.
Luka is a Ferrari.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real. AD is a Range Rover, 2014 Range Rover with some ball ties.
Oh shit.
Hey, for real, man. Thank you. Let me give me the keys. Come on, let's swap the keys right now. For real. Let's go.
Hey, that's a good conspiracy theory by US, and that's a good insight by you, Sam. So because it's definitely gonna more to that than we all. Us as fans, it's like, why the fuck would you do that? Makes no sense. But when you think about shit like you guys just brought up, it's like, yeah, there's definitely something big, and it starts to piece together, and it's like, okay, so then we make our own assumptions based off of what we know now. But yo, before we jump off here, man, I just want to shout out Kevin Durant. Y'all know I've never been a fan of his, but he hit
30,000
career points, man. 8th player in NBA history to do so. So shout out Kevin Durant for that, man. That's a hell of an accomplishment, and you will forever be remembered in legacy and greatness, sir.
Fire.
Hey, y'all know the New Orleans Pelicans coach Willie Green. He about to get fired, bro. I think honestly, it's his 4th season. He's lost in the first round of the playoffs in 2 out of those 3 seasons. He's missed the playoffs in the other season. And right now, the Pelicans sit at 12-41. They've lost
fucking
9
garbage.
What the fuck happened, bro?
Garbage.
I know Zion Williams has played 16 games again this year in the usual
Ingram's
routine,
gone.
but still,
Ingram's
man.
gone.
And now Ingram's gone. But my God, I just think it's only a matter of time for they can his ass.
And DeJounte Murray's out for the season.
Yeah, he's been gone. Achilles.
Yeah.
That's a huge loss, man.
Damn, McCullough should have stayed with the Trailblazers.
I think they traded him. He wasn't a free agent with that.
I know it, right? They should have left his ass over there.
They was trying to get younger. They an obvious rebuild.
And now freaking the Bucks in the same predicament, man. For real, they looking bad too.
Tell me how this cat, the Washington Wizards coach, Brian Keefe, how does he still have a job, bro? So he's got to go. He took over for that team last year in the final 39 games.
Mm-hmm.
They went 8-31 in those games, and now they're 9-44 to start.
I'm about to say
season.
they had 8 wins. I thought they had 8 wins. Right? They must have just won.
And they're 9-44 to start, bruh. It's time. Like when you know, bro. Like that's
yeah, but it could be possible. The possible reality of it doesn't matter who we bring here. We're just not good enough to compete. We're not good enough. You can fucking bring Phil Jackson in there from the 3-peat Lakers, and it's going to take him a few years to get that team where they're respectable. He wouldn't be able with this team. He wouldn't be able to come in there and make them relevant.
You know what you do then?
It's a fucking fire sale. Get them all.
Fire sale every 2 years. I'm gonna get somebody. I'm gonna keep bringing motherfuckers in here until I find somebody that these players are gonna react to. And you are speaking to a Pistons fan.
They could have done that if KD was
all the fucking motions, bro. Monty Williams and this guy and that guy. I mean, we had so many coaches I don't remember to fucking name all of them right now. But now JB Bickerstaff there got these boys playing tough. You got to keep going every couple of years. You don't see it going anywhere. Fire him, get him the fuck out of there, and get somebody in here who is gonna vibe and bond with these.
That's probably why KD never wanted to go home.
When your top player is Jordan Poole, that's the first mistake right there. That's where you messed up at, for real. You got rid of Bradley Beal, and you bring in Jordan Poole.
Now you got
Poole and Kuzma. You think Poole and Kuzma gonna do that, and then you get rid of Kuzma. Man, I don't know.
Now you got Middleton.
I can't. Oh, they got Middleton.
Yeah. That was part of the trade. So that's fucked up. That's where they send careers to die.
Yeah,
that's Malcolm Brogdon there.
Yeah,
they send Middleton there. Washington Wizards is like becoming the spot where
they sent Brogdon there.
Yeah,
Brogdon's there now.
Yeah.
Didn't he just get traded not too long ago?
He got traded again. Yeah, bro.
He got traded with the Drew Holiday shit, right?
Yeah,
Drew Holiday.
Malcolm. Malcolm Brogdon.
12 points tonight.
He's there.
Yeah, he went to the Wizards as a part of that.
Or are you thinking Brogdonovich?
Really?
You thinking Brogdonovich?
No, for the Drew Holiday trade, I believe it was.
Yeah, he's been there since last year.
Yeah, he's been there for a little bit.
Yeah. He was hurt and shit. Remember, that's why the Celtics had gotten rid of him. And when the Celtics lost the year before, I think in the finals.
Because he won the 6-man. That's the year he won the 6-man, right? That he got traded the year after.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Right. Yep. And he got traded where? He got traded to the Wizards then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Holiday trade. It was like a 3-team trade or something or whatever. Was it that? And then they ended up trading for Porzingis, but the Celtics made 2 huge trades for Porzingis and Holiday. And as a part of that, he left and Marcus Smart went to the Grizzlies and shit.
Grizzlies, okay.
So,
okay.
Yep. So,
But now he's on the Wizards.
That's crazy.
Marcus Smart, didn't he get? Yeah, Marcus Smart's on the Wizards too. No, he got traded during
I think he
the.
just got traded.
Yeah, he got
Yeah, he just
traded
got traded too.
from Memphis.
That's right.
Damn, they got a whole bunch of has-beens.
I
I
thought.
like
Y'all
I
done went the
like
worst to
Marcus
worst.
Smart though.
I do too. I
I
like him when he was in college though. I think we're better in college.
Yeah, he sure is on the Wizards now. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, that just happened. That's right.
yep.
But yeah, so it's some NBA shit, man. We'll keep in tune. I'm gonna get off. We're gonna get off here and catch the rest of these games. Hopefully, my parlay hits. Y'all like, share, subscribe to the podcast. We'll be back.
Yes,
Y'all know
sir.
how we do. We'll be back. But yeah. Thank y'all if y'all still watching and let us know how you feeling about this NBA season. What teams is going to make a push? What teams are we watching? Are we missing any teams? We've talked about a lot of teams last couple weeks, so y'all let us know if we missing something on that.
Hell yeah, for real, man. Y'all just chime in, man. Let us know, man. Hit us on the page. All the pages got a new Let Loose page, Facebook. So make sure y'all join that Facebook page, man. Look out for us. We always got some funny stuff on there, man. Always got some news. Hey, man, a little bit of everything. So shout out to the new Let Loose podcast page. Definitely join, subscribe, share, man. Post your topics, man. For real. Let's get it in. Let Loose Podcast, episode 103, man. Signing out. Holla to the game.